fact that they have no clue or idea, so they turn it into mythology so they can kind of say it's all fantasy and fairy tales, and this is how they express themselves or how they understood the universe. It's all mythology, it's all fake, but in reality, it's not all fake. These people left behind such detailed records and information. It's a time capsule of information on stone tablets for us today to be able to decipher, break down, and understand, and that's what we're here to do now.
They turn into myth, these ancient tales, whispers of gods and giants, of creation and forgotten civilizations. But what if there's more to the story? What if the truth about humanity's origins lies hidden beneath layers of legend? Join us as we peel back the veil and explore the mysteries of the Anunnaki. So who exactly are the mysterious Anunnaki? The term itself has Sumerian roots, with the word An translating to sky or heaven, and Anunnaki variously interpreted as heavenly offspring or princely offspring. In the earliest Sumerian writings, the Anunnaki were a pantheon of deities, descendants of the sky god An and the earth goddess Ki. Their exact power, however, remains a subject of hot debate. Were they literal, all-powerful gods or something more figurative? Some have even proposed an extraterrestrial origin, suggesting that Anunnaki were advanced beings from another planet who visited Earth long ago. The truth, as is often the case, might lie somewhere in between. The Sumerian myths paint a fascinating picture, but what if there's more to the story? Enter the realm of the ancient astronaut theory, a school of thought that proposes a literal interpretation of the Anunnaki. Now, these theorists believe the Anunnaki weren't just powerful deities, but advanced beings from another world. According to this theory, the Anunnaki arrived on Earth a staggering 450,000 years ago. Their arrival wasn't a random occurrence, though, but a targeted mission driven by a specific need. Their home planet, according to this theory, was suffering from a deteriorating atmosphere. Gold, it's believed, may have been a crucial element needed to repair the damage or create a protective shield. The theory suggests the Anunnaki viewed Earth as a giant gold mine, a place to extract the resources they desperately needed to save their own civilization. Enter Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization and a region brimming with a specific type of gold. Gold-rich in iridium. Also, with its vast network of rivers and fertile land, it would have been an ideal location for the Anunnaki to establish a base, making it a prime target for their mission. The theory suggests the Anunnaki, with their advanced technology, may have set up mining operations to extract the precious metal that they needed. The Sumerian stories paint a fascinating picture of large-scale resource extraction. Extracting gold, especially in the quantities that this theory proposes, would have been a monumental task. Imagine the challenges: the development of deep mines, the transportation of massive amounts of ore, and the constant struggle against the elements. According to some interpretations of Sumerian myths, tensions arose amongst the Anunnaki themselves. Two prominent figures often mentioned are Enlil and Enki, sons of the Anunnaki leader Anu. Enlil, known for his stern and authoritarian nature, supposedly oversaw the mining operations in Mesopotamia. Enki, on the other hand, was more of a compassionate figure associated with wisdom and craftsmanship. Theories suggest these differing personalities may have led to disagreements over mining locations and extraction methods. Enlil focused on efficiency, and he might have favored harsher techniques to maximize output. Enki perhaps advocated for a more sustainable approach, mindful of the long-term impact on the planet. The theory suggests the Anunnaki's thirst for gold wasn't limited to just Mesopotamia. As their operations matured, they may have expanded in search to other parts of the globe. Ancient gold mines in Africa and South America, some argue, could be remnants of these extended Anunnaki mining efforts. These geographically widespread sites raise questions about the Anunnaki's capabilities. Did they possess advanced transportation technology that allowed them to travel vast distances efficiently? Well, there's another wrinkle to this story: the question of labor. Who actually did the grueling work of extracting the gold? Some theories suggest the Anunnaki initially relied on their own people for this task. However, as the mining operations grew larger and more demanding, discontent may have set in. Imagine these advanced beings, used to a life on another planet, forced to toil in the unforgiving conditions of early Earth. Perhaps, as some of the accounts suggest, the Anunnaki workers eventually rebelled against their harsh conditions and the ever-increasing demands for gold. This rebellion might even have linked to the idea of a changing climate. Some interpretations of Sumerian myth mention a catastrophic event, possibly a flood or an ecological disaster that disrupted the Anunnaki's operations. Faced with the challenges of large-scale gold mining and potential worker discontent, the Anunnaki, according to some interpretations of Sumerian myths, were forced to seek a solution. Enlil, ever the pragmatist, is said to have grown increasingly frustrated with the difficulties of relying solely on Anunnaki labor. He envisioned a workforce specifically designed for the harsh realities of mining, a race strong and resilient enough to handle the backbreaking work. Enter Enki, the more progressive and compassionate brother. He proposed a radical solution: the creation of a new species, a worker class specifically designed to ease the burden on the Anunnaki. This concept, known in Sumerian texts as Adamu, translates to the fashioned ones or the molded ones. However, Enki's suggestion sparked fierce debate among the Anunnaki. The ethical implications of manipulating another species were significant. Did they have the right to genetically engineer a race solely for their own benefit? The debate centered around a primitive human species already existing in Africa, a hominin ancestor of modern humans. Some Anunnaki, perhaps fearing unforeseen consequences, opposed tampering with the natural order. Others saw it as a necessary step, a way to ensure the success of their mission. Ultimately, with the support of Ninhursag, the Anunnaki goddess associated with creation and healing, Enki is said to have proceeded with his plan. The details of this creation remain shrouded in myth. Some theories suggest a complex process involving genetic engineering, combining Anunnaki DNA with that of the existing hominin species. Imagine, if you will, the first test tube human hybrid, a being with the strength and endurance needed for the mines, but also imbued with a spark of Anunnaki ingenuity. The creation of this new worker race, however, wasn't without its challenges. According to some accounts, the first attempts resulted in beings that were either too weak or too simple-minded to perform the tasks required. The Anunnaki, it seems, were grappling with the complexities of creating a self-reproducing workforce. So they needed a race that was strong enough to handle the labor, but not so intelligent as to pose a threat. Homo sapiens, as we are known today, might be the final product of this long and arduous process. A workforce with the physical capabilities to serve the Anunnaki, but with a limited lifespan and a gradual increase in intelligence over the generations. The Anunnaki, gods, aliens, or figments of an ancient imagination? The answer, my friends, might be far more unsettling than any myth. Here's the shocker. What if these stories weren't just fantastical tales, but encoded memories passed down through generations? Imagine a forgotten past where humanity wasn't the sole dominant species. A past where advanced beings, the Anunnaki, walked among us, shaping our destiny. Perhaps the Sumerians weren't embellishing, but desperately trying to preserve a truth that defied comprehension. Think about it. Our obsession with gold, a seemingly useless metal in its natural state, the uncanny resemblance between certain constellations and Sumerian symbols depicting the Anunnaki, the unexplained leaps in human technology throughout history, are these mere coincidences or whispers of a forgotten collaboration? These aren't just stories passed down through generations. We have physical evidence, ancient Sumerian tablets. They depict giant humanoid figures and even a representation of our solar system with surprising accuracy. How could a civilization from 5,000 years ago know this? Were they just making it up, or is there something more to these detailed carvings? The good news is these tablets are accessible. Anyone can go online to the UCLA Electronic Text Corpus of Sumerian Literature and explore them for themselves. Now, these aren't recent discoveries either. People have been deciphering these texts since the 1800s, way before popular theories about aliens became widespread. Now the choice is yours. Do you dismiss the Anunnaki as mere myth, or do you dare to entertain the possibility that they were something more? The answer you choose might just rewrite everything you thought you knew about human history. And be sure to leave your thoughts on the Anunnaki in the comments below. And be sure to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing explorations of humanity's forgotten past.